Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome to Can't Catch a Break. I am DJ and Dr. Shah. I want to thank you all for listening to Can't Catch a Break. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming on today to listen to Can't Catch a Break. Yes, we really appreciate you. Thank you all once again for listening to Can't Catch a Break. Yes, we appreciate you all. And we thank you for the comments. We thank you for the feedback. We thank you for talking to us, DJ and Dr. Charlene Johnson. Yes, and we just thank you all, family and friends, and those just listening for the first time. We're here to talk about issues. We're here to talk about life issues that affect us all every day. We're here to tell the truth, not to be critical or judge. We're here to talk about reality. And if you'd like to subscribe, go ahead. You tell us what you think. Fine. Your opinion counts. And we're not here to just make up anything. We're here to tell the truth, tell the facts, tell what's really going on to help one another. And on today's episode, I have a good one. And, we often hear about people talk about marriage, right? Marriage. Oh, marriage. That's one of the biggest things people really don't share. They do share, but in a way where terms are very not open, and it's something that, it's a challenging, it's always challenging. No matter young or old, you're going to have challenges in marriages when it comes to money and sex, when it comes to the children, family as a whole, you're going to have challenges. And one of the things some people are not just open to it at all because they try to be private. And at the same time, you could be going through a lot of things. And if you don't talk to someone that can give you therapy, counseling, then guess what? Or talk to someone, a clergy or something, then you're going to continue on with things that shouldn't be in marriages, such as conflict, a lot of conflict, confusion, anger, and things that it shouldn't happen. Now, everybody's marriage is not perfect. Yes, a marriage is not where you just come right off in the sunset once you get married. No, it's not. You got to go through some things. It doesn't mean the man, because he's submitting to his wife, it don't mean that you're a weak person. Okay, I think the man's ego, that's really what's getting to bother them because they can't accept, that some can't because some of them are too prideful. Some of them think they make it look weak, but no, it's to bring peace and love and harmony in your home. Now, I know we're not perfect. I know marriage is not perfect. I know we all go through things, and some people, well, don't be putting mine out there because I don't want everybody to know. But hear this out though. But if you know you have conflict, you know things are not right, why not talk about to people, that's going to help you, to discourage you or make you leave and all that. You a husband and wife, you need to get around people that's going to say, hey, you know what? I had some same experiences similar to yours, and this what happened, and this is the way we came out, both of us. See, there's always an answer in marriages for the better, and some choose divorce. They choose divorce because here's some of the reasons, when it comes to, like I said, sex, money, family, children, and different things, And most of the things is that, the 80-20 rule, all that, that's what they got, the 80-20 rule, or it's supposed to be, 50-50, and that's the world. The world says they 80-20 some, but that's not it. That's not a marriage because it had to be together. Most people sign prenup agreements and all that, prenuptial agreements, and so you won't take all mine and all that. And you see that happens. It's been going on for decades now. So here's some things I just want to let you know that it's a challenge. Marriages. Don't let no one tell you that when they say, oh, we never had an argument. I heard people say we never had an argument and all that, but there are some things that you have done. If you ain't arguing, then or something you saying to others, limited times. I had maybe a few arguments out of 20 years, 30 years. Then something else in that that's not right. So we got to evaluate everything when we look at our surroundings. What in the husband and wives, we got to look at everything from both sides. Okay. So you won't be so narrow minded in an area, and these are things men need to. So I say men need to get rid of the pride or the ego or the temper, and humble yourself, and the women also need to come subject and be humble too, because your atmosphere, what you do, yelling and hollering doesn't change nothing. It makes it worse because the kids around you, they used to hear all that. It bothers them. And today we see a lot of people divorcing. It's very high. I say about 8, between 1 and 10. I say about an 8 now. It's that the needle has been moved up. It's steady going up, and to a point where some people just don't want to be married no more. To husband and wives. I'm talking about that the husband and wives because of that, because of the strain, because of the things they're facing. But then you took vows. The vows said to death do you part, for better for worse, for sickness and health. Okay, these are the things we must do. Okay, so years, some couples, you can actually grow apart too. You ever know that? You can actually grow apart if you. It does happen. But it don't mean that it's the end of the world. It don't mean that y'all need to separate. No, you have to just start doing things when you first started. Going on dates. Some men don't do, but there's ways you can do the better. And you know what your wife like because you married her and she knows you like. You've been around her 20 years and all that. You should know some things. 30 years, you should know things. And that's what happens when people grow apart. This is the first wave. After 7 years, then in the 21 years, everything started. When I was reading, it started growing apart. Then divorce happened, and then the fighting. It's just not the fighting part. It's just the thing is, but you have to stimulate your marriage. Talk about things that each other don't like as we get older, because we do change. People, you change. No, but you're not going to stay the same. You're not going to. So anyone tell you that I don't change, then that's not true. You are going to change physically, mentally, emotionally. You're going to change in those areas. So if people talk like that, that's what happens. So, like I said, then there's a lot of war, in the house sometimes with, you know, people with the household things or intimacy. People can be so busy on their jobs to a point where they're not home with each other. Then that plays a part too, because then those things or the person's gone all the time. One of the spouses gone all the time. Then there's loneliness set in. So guess what? Things start happening. But they gotta look at some things. They gotta push that way. You gotta make something happen. Some folks, because they retire or something together, it seems like the lack of communication, things ain't there no more. So you gotta look at things. How would you build? How would you make it work? You gotta look at it. Both takes two to make it work. So you say you love each other, right? You say that. That's what you got married, because you don't love and caring, and that's someone you will cherish and be with the rest of your life. Sorry. And that's what happens. You have to, and don't let nobody get in your marriage like that. Don't tell. More of this. If somebody gonna be in your marriage to help, that's fine. If they're not, then keep people out of your marriage. That's negative. Yes, because we got families and we got friends. Those are people. Some people that are not married and they in your business, so they don't know nothing about marriage. So they can tell you something. You got to be careful that you'll fall into no traps of that. Listen to people that are not married and get some therapy, seek some counseling, talk to your pastor, preacher, talk to people like that. Okay, because it can happen. People can be married a long time, 50 years. They can sell you some things and help you. There's people out there that's married, been around for 50 years, 60 years, and can tell you about some things. Just don't go about telling people all of your business, running over the phone, the ones they marry, the ones it's wild. The youngsters, they haven't learned how to keep quiet because, they've been married for that long, and they don't experience it. The first 5 years of your marriage should be a little step. It goes up a notch as they go by. Yes, so we have to understand that. Um, between the ages, I was reading between the ages of 55 and 64, they said the money, and arguments happen during that time because there's not enough lack of money. Yeah, but it happens, but at the same time, it can work out. Money shouldn't be a matter as long as those bills and things are getting taken care of. It's fine. So we have to realize that you're gonna have some different spending styles, disagreements. Some things you ain't gonna say right like you're supposed to, and those things you have to talk about. What directions, the who, what, when, where, and why, and how. You gotta find out what's. I think that some people don't share their marriages, and some marriages are just confused because they're not out there to seek out help. They're out there trying to get help. Money and all that plays a big part in marriages. We see it today. We see that how things money is affecting people. But you gotta talk when you get married. Let's talk about those things. You're not marrying each other for the money. You're married, so you get married. Y'all know what to do, how to do it, how to save money, how to put that money up to good use. That's what happens in some things. When we think about the unfaithfulness, though, the unfaithfulness, the mistakes, men make, I'm quite sure there's no perfect person out here. No, you're gonna make mistakes. At the same time, don't keep making the mistakes. If the wife forgives you or the husband forgives you, whoever vice versa, then work with it. Because things are, you're not perfect. And they can't accept when a person make a mistake and I don't want to be with that person no more. I want to divorce. And some of them is in relationships, even though they marry and they get abused, like domestic wise, physically, and that's not right either. A man should put their hands on no woman, no matter what. You should. We call those cowards that does that. Yeah. So a man should put his hands on a woman and all that. And I think that in this today's society, they saying, you know, man is saying you hit me, I'm hitting you back. This is, and the women's, this is not right. You gotta look at that. Yeah, they got the police department too, coming in and try to lock you up for stuff like that. You don't want that. Yeah, so it's 25% of the married, they said had men had extramarital affairs. Yeah, 25%. Wow, that's a lot, ain't it? You have to really understand that, what's going on here. People not directed. People are grabbed to everything. They distracted. They want to do this and do that. Then without the mate, spouse, whatever, being involved, sometimes betrayal comes and cheating happens, but it shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen. Okay. So also we got to look at when it comes to the lust part too, temptation. There's a lot of women, a lot of men out here are cheating on their wife or their husband today. Yes, it is. It's happening all over America, all over. It is. Yes. So we got to understand what's really going on about infidelity. Different. Just people. So you need to talk. You have to talk. Okay. Then if you're arguing about things, like politics and stuff, then politics don't run your marriage. It's you to run your marriage. Just leave politics out of that. Yes. Yes. So that's what you need to do. Leave it out. Yes. One's the Republic, one's the Democrat, or whatever. And y'all arguing over that. No, that shouldn't be. They're not helping y'all with y'all marriage. This is y'all right here. And it's very divisive. It's just not right. Yeah. So you have to be careful. That's not okay. Yeah. Because some people have different relationships, have different relationship conversations. Say when it comes to that. Yes. Yeah. So you have to understand it. You gotta understand. And they gotta just not lead them arguing over no politics and stuff like that. Yeah. And so some people have lost a lot of things, hurt from stuff, from marriages, and it's sad. Some folks say things in arguments, and they don't apologize, but they're supposed to. Especially you're a Christian, you're supposed to apologize. You're supposed to realize what God wants you to do. Yes, you need to apologize. I'm pausing because I just want to say apologize. Stop all this tearing down, hurting each other's feelings, but y'all love each other, right? So okay, let's act like you love her. Do it, okay? Now, some arguments are not bad when it comes to say things like something that's not minor, major. Something could be either walking a dog, walking a dog or something, stuff like this. So you have to understand that. Man. Don't name calling. Don't name calling. That's what some of the racists does. They name call. They talks about the person. Like that. And you see these shows come on TV making a mockery of the marriage because they got some of these TV shows. It's like, they just ain't right. Some of them ain't right. Yes. So you gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Yes. Be careful. Some people have arguments in a way that's not bad. Some people, some they want, diffuse. Try to diffuse stuff. Find a way. Refuse. Yes. So I just wanted to say that. Encouraging some people get married, people have different kind of styles and helping and doing things. Parenting. Some people it's just a big deal. A big. Some things happen. When it comes to illness and retirement, a lot, someone, it's a child. No, you there. It's you and husband and wife, their children gone. So just a little changing with things, to transition. But they gotta grow, gotta go to college. Kids gotta get out of the house. You don't want them in the house. You got to have the age of 21 years, 22, 23 years old. Some folks stay in the house for 20. And they're married, and they fall in my house for like 30 years almost, I believe. Yeah, just study. Yeah. I mean, that's what you gotta do. About love, your love life, just stuff like liking it, People, divorce, they split, lack of love or intimacy, man, or sex life. Yeah, yeah. So the sex, sometimes you just gotta switch things up. Uh-huh. But at the same time, some people, like I say, they think medical issues, side effects, and things in the body that men or women have to go through. That couples that don't like that, and they want more intimacy and all that. But some things is happening, so to the point where they feel like they're not having sex often like they should because you got this problem. So some people they kind of will divorce. And I see, yes. So some things that's going on right now in America right now. It's so high. Divorce, yes. So they need to have some counselors, therapies. Yes. Make their marriage work. Yes. Well, divorce is nothing to play with. It can be painful. It can be hurtful for the family, children. It can be hurt. The takeaways of finances and all that stuff. Being with somebody 20, 30, 40 years, and then all of a sudden they walk out your life. Y'all just separate. All that work, all that living, all that sacrifice y'all did together. You know, it's really sad. It's really sad. So I just wanted to share that about marriage. There's people that is making this like marriage is, me and my wife, some argued, one or two or three times and all that, that's it, so, but it's some on the other side of that. You got more issues that, just ain't shared. Let's keep it real, okay? I just want to be on here brief and talk to y'all about marriage today because it's on my heart talk about marriage. Talk about marriage is very important. We are in times right now. People don't talk about marriage. People, they are so private right now with it. They just don't want to talk. But at the same time, your marriage could be going down the drain. Okay, like I say, you talk to a clergy, talk to a therapist, talk to someone that's positive. You don't need to know anybody. Marriage still works. Marriage go on and on. There's couples have went on, even to their deathbed, till they died. But they're still married. They went to the test of times. It's gonna happen. Okay, so you can do it. You can do it. If girls get married, you should the person that you're married, you really want to be with. Yes, think about that. It's very important for the rest of your life. Yes, people, and it's real. Hurt. People are hurting these days because they want better for their marriage. And some instances it's not happening. So pray too. Pray about things. Pray about things. Pray about your marriage. Pray about your children. Pray about your family. Pray about God helping you with this because He will. He will help you do anything. Yes, He is. And you and I say, is to pray for me. Because, like I say, things, the emotion and everything, things happen. We just gotta pray and believe God and just, yeah, God does exist. Yes, He can help your marriage. So I just wanted to share, this about marriages, That's why you need counseling. Some people need counseling, some don't, but you need counseling. There's a reason why you may need counseling. You might not see it until somebody shows you or explain to you. Yeah. By your marriage, you're just gonna need counseling. So we thank you all for listening to Can't Catch a Break. I am DJ and Dr. Shaw. Can you please subscribe? Please subscribe. Yes, yes. Just tell us what you think. We love to hear from you. We appreciate you always. Thank you all for what you've already done. Thank you. And may you have a good and a prosperous and a great day. And this one with you. Yes. Thank you. Yes, of course. Yes. So peace on this. Okay, so y'all have a great and a fantastic day always. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Listen to Can't Catch a Break. Tell us what you think. Yes, I want to hear from you. We're very excited. Thank you.